First and foremost, we want to give all praise, glory, and honor to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakak with us.
double honors to the elders and the apostles of the great millstone who taught us this truth. Salutations to the hopefully elect out there pushing this word, truth, sincerity, and indeed. We are a branch of Great Millstone Chicago, coming at y'all with some more of it. Dawad, you know what to do.
Jeremiah 28:8. The prophets that have been before me and before thee of all prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms of war and of evil and of pestilence.
That's right. Can I get a Galatians 4:16, and before that, Revelation 19:10.
Galatians 4:16.
Let's get the Revelation first. Yeah. I already saw it. And they're gonna show you Ethelred as a white guy again. But go ahead.
Blue eyes. Revelation 19:10.
Bible shot.
It's the book of Revelations, chapter 19, verse 10. It reads, I fell at his feet to worship him. And he said unto me, see thou do it not. I am thy fellow servant, and of thy brethren that have the testimony of Yahweh Shai. Worship Yahweh, for the testimony of Yahweh Shai is the spirit of prophecy.
Right, it's the spirit of prophecy, and that's what we should be pushing above all other things, which is a lot of these other, you got Israelite camps out there that don't really go into the prophecies, and definitely these Christians aren't going into the prophecies like that. Because, that's just what time we in. Right? Everyone's been coming up. Galatians 4:16 real quick, Bob Michelle.
This is the book of Galatians 4:16. It says, am I therefore become your enemy because I tell you the truth?
And that's why, the Great Millstone is the most hated group out of all the Israelites. and which is actually an honor, because the Lord said we're going to be hated for his name's sake. If you are beloved and everybody loves you, and you got 3 million followers, broad is the way to destruction.
That's right.
The straight and narrow is going to be a small, the covering of the Lord is going to be a small sanctuary. That's right. It's not going to be big and broad. All right, and then when it comes down to is what you're saying coming to pass. Well, guess what? You can say what you want to say. The things that we've been pushing and teaching, all right, for the last 15 years since I've been around this thing, I've watched all those things come to pass.
That's right.
I watched the world change.
That's right.
I watched the vibration of this truth going out speed up the deterioration of Babylon.
Yep. Right.
Right? Nothing. We didn't pick up arms.
Nope.
We didn't come with truth grenades. We didn't do that.
You gotta believe this.
We didn't do that. We just pushed the prophecies and what was going to happen. The things that are happening right now with the banking system, going into especially if you can't, if anyone who's denying the C-HIP at this point, if they're denying Revelation 13 and 16 at this point, that's a false prophet. Point, or they're paid off. Because if it ain't plain to see at this point, and so you got a lot of these guys out here who have been avoiding that specific prophecy, trying to talk around it or teach around it, making up stuff to create doctrines to try to teach around it as it's manifesting itself.
That's right.
Right? You are not going to be able to buy or sell without this whole digital thing, and they're going to put the same thing that's in this chip, the same thing that's in that's in this phone, the same thing that's in my credit card. All right, they're planning to put that inside of you.
Yep. Right.
And if you can't see that at this point, all right, they want to stamp you, they want to brand you.
Right.
That's right.
All right, they want to brand you like you was in a fraternity. All right. And it's happening literally right before your face, man.
Yep.
All right, because your money that you have is going to eventually become worthless. All right, that's what's going to happen.
I tell these brothers all the time, like the brothers that come to the Tuesday class, what do I say all the time? I watch the world change. When we started teaching, when we came out here, especially when we first hit by the John Marshall Law School.
Brother, could you put that out, Brother Bob Kishon? We don't.
It's offensive.
Yeah, brother, that's very offensive to us, brother.
Am I smoking is offensive?
Yeah, it is, brother.
Okay,
Bob
my
Kishon.
apologies.
Thank you, brother.
But I was telling people, man, I was telling the younger brothers, I said, you gotta understand, we had 50 niggas every week with some shit to say, man. different doctrines, all type of shit. He know, all type of bullshit. The world has been silenced because they know what great millstone teaching is the truth, starting with the apostles on down.
That's right.
I said it. We made the whole world read the book again, man.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We had other people. Matter of fact, you got Christians now going into the blue letter.
Right.
Now they got panels and they got readers.
The world changed,
You know,
man.
we watched everything change because of the truth that we were bringing out.
That's powerful, man.
Right? And then we watched men that used to teach the same thing that we teach start teaching new things. All right? Because you got a lot of camps, they duffel bag boys. All right? They like Lil Wayne and them. They took that duffel bag.
Go and get your money.
Then all of a sudden, Howard Shah became Christ again.
Yeah.
All right? He became Jesus again. Right? We done fought 500-something years, you know, to get from under that oppressive lie. And now they want to lift that very lie back up again, man.
All the time.
And then try to give all kind of excuses as to why they say it and why it's okay to say it. When it's not, man. It is not okay to say that, brother. All right? Give me that Zephaniah 14:9 and that Zephaniah 3:9. All right? Because we're all supposed to be singing the same song. That's that new song. All right?
That's right.
All right? If I'm singing a song and you singing another song, it's going to sound like noise.
Mm-hmm.
All right? We have to be singing the same song, man. All right? Can I get those vocals shot?
This is you got Zephaniah. Go ahead.
Whichever one come first, it don't matter.
Zephaniah 3:9. For then will I turn to the people a pure language,
Right?
that they may all call upon the name of the Lord Yahweh to serve him with one consent.
One consent, man. So you can't have one camp saying Ahia, another camp saying Yahweh, one camp saying Jehovah, another camp talking about Most High Christ bless. You got another camp saying Yahuwah, or whoever that nut was, the great Yahweh. Who is that nigga?
This. Oh, it used to be this nigga. No, he used to teach this. His name was Edward Nancy, man. One of them KTV niggas. He used to get on, you remember KTV? That nigga, I'm talking way back.
I remember, brother.
07, that nigga used to get on, they said, in the great Yahweh. I said, man, what's up with this guy, man? What's up about him? They got all type of shit.
So it's in one consent, man. One consent.
This one.
Is his name? Yeah,
God. This is Zechariah 14 and verse 9. And the Lord shall be king over all the earth. In that day there shall be one Lord, and his name one.
And you can't get no other word out of the especially the ancient Paleo Hebrew, the Phoenician form of Hebrew, right here in your face. You can't get any other sound out of this. You can't get an ahaya out of this. All right? The only thing that's going to come out of this is Yahweh. The wa, the ha, the wa, and the yah. All right? Point blank period, man. All right? Go ahead, brother.
Con, it's the book of Acts, chapter 4, verse 12. Neither is there salvation in any other, for there is none other name under heaven given among men whereby we must be saved.
Right. So if you teaching people to say the J word, we didn't prove beyond a shadow of a doubt that the letter J is a made-up letter of recent years. I mean, it was in we were teaching 1634. It was actually 15. In 1534, the Lord died 1,500 years before that. The letter J didn't exist. All right, and then all you have to do if you want to see proper nouns don't translate. All right, yeah, that's me. Proper nouns do not translate. If you watch, all you got to do is watch foreign news. If you watch foreign news, all right, and they're talking about a sports figure, all right, they'll speak in their language, and then when they say that sports person's name, that athlete's name, they're gonna say that athlete's name in whatever language that his name is in.
Yep.
And then they'll go right back to speaking their language. All right? Proper nouns don't translate. So you mean to tell me that the ultimate name, the name that's higher than all other names, you just gonna use other words for it? All right? Because they'll be talking in Japanese. They'll be talking in Korean. All right? And then they'll say, and Michael Jordan. All right? Then they go right back to speaking their language. All right? But it comes to the name of the Heavenly Father, You just gonna say whatever the hell you want to say and then teach people that it's okay to do that? When what did it say in Acts 4 and 16?
Said neither is there none other name.
I mean 4 and 12, but Bob Kishab, Salaki.
read it again.
Read it again,
Just
brother.
start over.
This is the book of Acts, chapter 4 and verse 12. Neither is there salvation in any other, for there is none other name under heaven given among men whereby we must be saved.
And you know that they printed the word Jesus into the Bible, all right? Just like in the same way they printed the word Easter in there. It's paganistic, man. Because you'll read the Bible and you'll find Easter, but if you read it in the Greek, you're not going to find Easter. All right? It's going to say the Passover. All right?
Even like in the Old Testament, was written in Hebrew, but you will see when you go to Isaiah, when he talk about bringing punishments upon Idumea. Now, granted, they still told on themselves, but that's really supposed to say Esau.
And this is another way you know we got the truth, man. When you're dealing with that type of man.
All these demons
The
following
demons
the
come out, all right? The same way that Paul and the men of the Lord dealt with it. All right? We start teaching and them demons start activating, man.
Right.
What we saying the truth.
And I guarantee you, if there was some passerbyers that were trying to get the word, that demon would come over here and freak them out and run them off.
Smoking the blood.
All right? Because he was fine. All of a sudden, them demons started acting up. You know?
Yeah, right. As soon as you start reading the sign, you see his fingers come on.
There it is, man.
Probably BOI nigga or something.
This is the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2 and verse 14. For the earth shall be filled with the knowledge of the glory of Yahweh as the waters cover the sea. Right, and hey, it's starting with this truth, man, with this ministry. You know what I'm saying? This word is gonna go out so much that, hey, they all gonna consent that the men of the Lord, all right, the apostles of Great Millstone, our elders on down, man, all right, they had the truth the entire time, man.
Hey, whatever my man was smoking was laced with something.
He was laced before.
Yeah, he got demons on him, but whatever he was fine. As soon as whatever it kicked in.
The word kicked in.
Yeah.
All right, the word.
He said,
Cause he over there having a damn reggae concert in his head, man. He on stage performing through a couple thousand people in his head.
a couple. That nigga got a 16,000 but he going crazy.
That's reggae drills.
That nigga think he future, right?
Damn, they got such a thing.
They do now.
Oh shit.
Go ahead, you got something? Bring it up.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 5, verse 14. Wherefore, thus saith Yahweh, power of hosts, because ye speak this word, behold, I will make my words in thy mouth fire, and its people wood, and it shall devour them. Right, and the elders, man, they going into how the entire world changed, man, just by bringing out this word, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Yahweh Shem outside put a powerful, it's power in his name, it's power in his word, and his spirit, man.
I've had people that actually stopped dealing with me, lost clients, family members, friends, and now some of those same people are reaching out to me asking me questions. You know? Well, they'll admit, damn, man, you know, I used to think you was a little out there, man, but that shit you was saying, bro, you was right.
Right.
I got a
Yeah, well, I know. What you gonna do about it now?
Right, you gonna need to repent, or that fire. You feel like, oh, you was
Because right now it looks like everything's all right. It's not.
It ain't.
This is a quiet before the storm, man.
It ain't right.
Because even though a lot of these people are aware of what's going on, they really aren't. And when this dollar crashes, when they credit cards, their EBT cards, when the cash in their pockets don't work.
This is another
When that doesn't work, when they go to the ATMs and they can't take money out, or put money in to do transactions, you're finally going to see in America what you're seeing overseas. Because they rioting in France right now. All over, matter of fact, all over different parts of Europe, they rioting. You know, they running up in their city halls over there. You know, they running up on people over there.
Yeah,
Right?
years ago, Hong Kong they were doing that too.
What you say, brother?
A couple years ago in Hong Kong they were doing
Yeah,
They about to do that shit
because,
again.
like right now, you know, a lot of your different different politicians can walk freely and mingle among the people, they ain't gonna be able to do that, so.
God
Right?
knows.
Because them politicians in France and a couple different other places in Europe, they can't walk freely among the people.
No.
They can't, because they'll get lumped up. Some of them will get sent straight to the spirit.
You see what went down in Sri Lanka with the
Okay.
Elamites?
Oh, yeah.
Right. Sri Lanka, when
Yeah,
they
yeah.
throwing their cars over the shit.
Oh yeah,
They wasn't playing that shit.
they burn their houses, burn down their they burned down their government buildings. They burned down their houses. They were attacking them, destroying their homes, burning their houses and homes. Right?
This is another one going into the last one you had brought out. What was that again? Jeremiah. The words is fire. This is Psalms 19:1, just precepting the brother. It said to the chief musician, a psalm of David. The heavens declare the glory of Yahweh, and the firmament showeth his handiwork. So just like you see all this, you see the stars, the moon, all right? You see the chariots in the sky, you see the sun. It says, day unto day uttereth speech, and night unto night showeth knowledge. There is no speech nor language where their voice is not heard. Their line is gone out through all the earth, and their words to the end of the world. In them have he set a tabernacle for the sun. So, hey, starting with the apostles on and the elders on down, this word has went out. You know, whether you cut, and going back to what the elder was saying, whether you heard it, whether you received it, whether you was cut, whether you got out here and rose to the occasion, this word has been preached throughout the four corners of the earth, man.
Yeah, a lot of people, they click on it and they'll watch for a minute or two. They'll watch for a couple seconds, you know, and they'll click and they'll go find some booty shaking or some drill music or some bullshit.
Oh shit,
Or they'll,
basketball.
You know, or they'll go to
Boxing.
TikTok and start watching the latest challenge.
Yeah. But that line, it said day unto day, you got brothers that speak in sign language to teach this word. Brother over there in Holland.
No
You
excuse, man.
Come on, man, Mandarin. You got his videos in Mandarin. You got Italiano. You got motherfucking the Northern Kingdom brothers walking up, all speaking all through Peru, Mexico.
Different parts of South
everywhere,
America.
man. You got niggas in Chicago that's work speaking this shit. You know what you do. You wake up a nigga in Chicago, you real. These niggas stupid as fuck.
Yeah, Chicago special.
These niggas,
Right.
so the word is out, and it
And
say
I'm talking
line.
about special ed, and I'm not talking about the damn rapper either. Because he was actually raw as fuck.
I
Yeah.
got it made.
Right.
Special
But,
ed. He was cold.
Shout out.
He was cold.
Especially for his time, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Matter of fact, he was before his time. That was the problem.
Yeah. And but see, the line is out. You got the internet. You got the World Wide Web. You got the unicorn, as the scriptures say, that one horn, that satellite technology. Like the elder said, you can click on it. Look, it's no excuse. You can click on this and find any damn thing,
Yeah,
man.
you got a supercomputer right at your fingertips, man. All right? And have for quite some time now. You know? And so, you know, you don't have to click on your phone and all you looking at is, you know, cheeks and butt. Looking at breasts all damn day long.
Now we do look at
All right.
cheeks and
I ain't
butts.
saying there's nothing wrong
No,
with looking
I
at cheeks
know,
and
it's a
butt.
lot.
What
I
I'm
just
saying
wanted to clear
is,
it up.
no, it's okay to do so. All right, you a man, you a man. All right, and you know, but if that's taking up all your time, everything's done in balance, man.
Yep.
All right, everything's done in balance. You know, because these women definitely putting themselves out there like that. Because when you're not even trying to look at cheeks and butt, it's popping up.
Yep.
It's all you looking for something else. Although that be Satan sometimes. You be trying to do something spiritual, and then the next thing you know, you right. That you know.
I got something for you.
Go ahead, brother.
This is Psalm 12:8, just going back to what you were saying, because, you know, in this day and age with all this technology, the main thing you're going to have to fight is distraction, man. You know what I mean? Hey,
Discipline.
say discipline, the
You
water.
got to have some self-discipline.
That's
man.
right.
You know, it's just like it's just like you know, when you meet a broad and she giving you all kind of attention, and then you happen to look down and see the ring on her finger.
Right.
You get the Looney Tune eyes.
Right, and now and that's something that I do automatically, man. As soon as a woman starts communicating with me, and if I'm in any way whatsoever attracted to her, first thing I do is look at her hand.
Right.
All right, it's that's an automatic with me. And then if the conversation goes any further, if she's not wearing one, I'll ask her. You know, because we all get caught up in the moment.
That's right.
That's right.
Especially if it's something you actually like.
Yeah. Hey, I got caught, and the Lord saved me, man. And this bitch ended up being Keisha anyway. But I still would have ragged out. I ain't gonna lie, man. This bitch was bad. That bitch had blonde hair and blue eyes, man. And that was his spirit. Her father was a nigga, man. Blonde hair, blue eyes, thick as hell.
My client's daughter's just like that.
And when she
If you looked at her daughter, you would never think this.
Crazy.
Exactly.
It was
She
crazy.
looked just like a little bitty Becky running around.
And when she got to doing all this shit, I said, oh, God. Your father is a nigga. She got to doing it, too. I said, ain't shit like a white woman in a white dress. And you know me, I just stood there and posed. That bitch got fired up. She said, but I ain't a whole white, though. When she got to doing this shit, she said, I ain't a whole white, though. I said, man, what did y'all do? She said, black. My mama like, white, though. And that shit, it was just funny, man. But
she said white.
yeah, she definitely the black woman. I said, damn, you the Keisha. She said, well, shit, you can take my number, though. That's fine. I said, well, look, man, I fuck with you, though. I might just take that number. The bitch pulled out her phone. She had a man, on the screensaver. A man, the woman, the baby. I said, I can't, I ain't finna rebuke this bitch until I'm an Israelite. Right. I said, I can't break it up, man. That looks fine. I'll fuck up your whole life and save it at the same time and then fuck it up like, nah, baby, I'm cool. But that's just like what they just laying backing off the Elder Malcolm,
So
man.
you
gotta be ready for that shit. Because that's exactly what that bitch was bad.
And she was ready to go. And she, like you said, she had a whole man.
I'm talking about the baby. He looked like an Ephraimite, like a Jake. She had the baby. He was a Jake. He looked like a Northern Kingdom.
You know that's the joke that Dave Chappelle said. You know, he said, his wife is Cambodian, I think.
Yeah.
He said, I don't know how. He said, I don't know how our kids end up being Puerto Rican.
Dave Chappelle, dickhead, bro.
Go ahead, brother.
This is Psalms chapter 12, verse 8. It says, the wicked walk on every side when the vilest men are exalted. And that's what you see, man. You got nothing but distractions. You got nothing but temptation. You got nothing but just dumb shit at every corner. Why? Because the wicked man is exalted here in this America. Esau, Edom. So you know you could be trying to study. You might be trying to look something up. You get a notification, oh shit, what's that? It's just ass and titties. Some bitch doing a stupid TikTok. All right, scantily clad, half naked. Now you done scrolled up. Before you know it, you done spent half an hour scrolling, doing dumb shit, taking in a bunch of mental junk food.
An hour and 30 minutes,
you ain't did shit with what the fuck you was supposed to do, man.
Could have did 3 sit-downs.
Could have did 3 sit-downs, man. Could have did some push-ups. Could have did some sprints or something, man. You could have did something more constructive with your time, man. So, hey, this demon, it's a demon of distraction. It's going about all throughout America and all throughout
That's
the world.
what the sports
this nigga
is
ain't
about.
doing no sprints.
I just did them today.
That's exactly what the sports is about, man.
Yep.
God.
All right,
Circus and prayer.
barbershop talk. All right, I mean, we all gonna, Lord willing, we're gonna go watch the fight tonight. All right, but the point being though, that's another telltale sign that Rome is about to fall again. All right, because it's just sports after sports after sports after sports. All right, and now because you got 2 more games before the NBA finals.
Playoffs.
Right, so the baseball preseason this started.
Bears.
All right, and fight sport never ends. It goes on. That's why it's become so popular. It's not a seasonal thing. It goes all the time, man.
Shit,
Yeah.
they merged
Right.
with WWE.
And now,
UFC merged
What
with
the
WWE. Did that when they had big fights like UFC and then boxing, they used to separate them. Man, they playing that shit the same night. They don't get no fuck. And like the brother said, the WWE, the UFC bought out this WWE shit for like $9 billion.
Yep.
They ready to circus and bread this
They finna
motherfucker.
circus and bread this motherfucker, man.
So that's how we know, because when Rome was falling, and as they were devaluing the currency and putting more and more metal in it, right? Because the elites were stealing all the metal.
Right.
The same way they doing now. Because what they would, all the gold that disappeared back in 1933. I think it was 1933 when they got rid of the gold standard, and they had all American citizens had to turn in their gold and was able to keep small amounts of it. All right, which would go to show you that the average American citizen, really isn't that smart. Because ain't no way on God's green earth when I'd have gave up my gold, give up a weighted piece of gold, and you give me back some paper.
I can take that shit and burn it.
Right, exactly. So here I'm coming with gold. I'm carrying this shit like this. Stiff-legged this shit. And set it down on the desk, clunk. and then you give me a bunch of paper.
Yeah.
You know,
That was the
hey,
biggest
you
trick,
keep your
man.
monopoly money, fool. I'm gonna keep this gold over here.
I had a 5. No, go ahead.
But a lot of Americans fell for that, man. They fell for it, and then it's a big question mark to this day about is there any gold in Fort Knox? And most of the witnesses, most of the soldiers have told you it's not.
Right.
Damn.
All right, and we all know that. What was it back in like 2014 or 15, right around when the BRICS was forming?
Yeah.
All right, was getting strong because it actually formed in what 2010, I think, is when back when Russia and China started first getting together and started dropping the gold standard. Because I remember we had the signs.
Yeah.
All right. But as BRICS started gaining traction and growing, all right, they started taking the price of gold up. They start taking it up. All right. So in the same time, Bernanke, I believe he was, because Yellen is the Fed person now. I think it was Bernanke at the time. Bernanke was on TV saying that gold isn't currency.
Wow.
But according to the Bible, gold has always been currency, man. Gold, silver, land, sheep, cattle. That's how you measure true wealth.
Women.
Yeah, that's how you measure. I mean, when you read about Job was balling. All right, when it gave you what he had, all the children he had, and all the land, the cattle, you know, servants. You know his garment was fancy.
Right.
You know he fancy, huh? Go ahead, yeah. Whatever he's smoking, that shit laced.
You know, this
It's
going
laced.
to the state of America, how this place is falling. This is the book of Daniel 2:41. It says that whereas thou sawest the feet and toes part of the potter's plate and part of iron, the kingdom shall be divided. It says part of iron, the kingdom shall be divided, but there shall be in it of the strength of the iron, for as much as thou sawest the iron mixed with murky clay. And it says, here's the point, verse 42, and as the toes of the feet were part of iron and a part of clay, so the kingdom shall be partly strong and partly broken. Right, this going into the state of America, you know, this being the last wicked kingdom on the face of this earth, you know, this kingdom is falling, this kingdom is weak. And you can see it by the infrastructure, you know, the money is falling, it's falling that Elder Malcolm was going into, you know, the money is falling.
And that's the same thing that happened in the past.
Right.
Because the same thing that the Romans did in the ancient world, they're doing again now. All right, they're doing it again now because what? They were taking the gold, they were taking the denarius. All right, I think it was called a denarius. All right, and they would put more and more metal in it, and they would keep the silver. Right, and then they would give it, and so they started paying the soldiers. They were paying the soldiers with metal. The soldiers was like, what the fuck is this? All right. And so what happened? The military was spread too thin. All right, they had too many battles. All them Jakes and all them strange lands was attacking them left and right. You know, the Scythians and the Berbers and all that. They were attacking them left and right, and eventually Rome fell, man. And that's exactly what's happening to Rome this time around. All right, Rome is falling again, the same way. All right, so what they're trying to do is they're trying to prevent the fall. Make it crash and then reemerge like a phoenix, and it's not gonna work. That's why they had that image on that Money magazine all them years ago. All right, with that phoenix rising, and the dollar was burning, and it was literally the dollar. It was like a fire with currencies and shit burning, and the phoenix was rising out of it. They trying to make that come to fruition, man. All right, but it's not gonna happen. They get that when they go to feed their belly. Oh, then whatever you got, brother. Because as soon as they try to feed their belly, man, as soon as they go to make that work, all hell's gonna break loose. Matter of fact, all hell's gonna be probably breaking loose before then. All right. Got it?
I got something.
I gotta
Bring
say
it out,
on
brother.
this.
It's Ecclesiastes 12:1. Remember now thy creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not, nor the years draw nigh, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them. While the sun or the light or the moon or the stars be not darkened, nor the clouds return after the rain. In the day
No. You good.
Yeah. In the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease, because they are few, and those that look out the windows be darkened.
Yeah. So darkened mean that they have no hope. All right. Because why? Because that Starbucks ain't open back up yet.
Yes.
So you got all these businesses that were all thriving. All of them got decorations on their windows. There, that image right there. They're trying to make that come to fruition. You see, that was one of them self-fulfilling prophecies. That image was on a Money magazine. Is it 2002, I believe? I think it went back to 2002, but they were showing that he can't have that, and they were trying to show all the currencies that were burning, and the phoenix was rising up out of it.
Right.
You know? Bring it out, Papa Bishop.
Yeah, and I got a little bit more. And the door shall be shut in the streets when the sound of the grinding is low, and he shall rise up at the voice of the bird, and all the daughters of music shall be brought low.
Right, the daughters of music is brought low, man, because the music they listen today is straight garbage. All right, it's straight garbage. Almost every genre of music, man. Right, and then the sad thing is that good music gets no airplay.
Right.
All right, you know, real artists that can actually play instruments and write. You know, they don't get no airplay, but the little drill shit, you know. I mean, I'm talking about whatever the genre of music, man. For the most part, the good artists aren't really getting no play, man. Unless you pushing some alphabet lifestyle, you know, kill and harm your own people, or some adulterous ass music that get all the play in the world. All right. Papa shot.
This the book of Job, chapter 20 and verse 22. In the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits. Every hand of the wicked shall come upon him.
And that's talking about all these other nations. We were just talking about how the people over there in France are rioting and going after after their kings and princes. They're going after their elected officials. All right, go ahead.
Verse 23. When he is about to fill his belly, Yahweh shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him.
So as soon as he start putting that injectable into people, as soon as he start putting that chip into people, the Lord's gonna come and jack them up, man. And all these heathens, Esau about to catch hell, man.
Oh yeah.
Because it's not gonna only be the elect coming for him. He got to deal with all these heathens, man. All right, all these heathens are gonna be coming for him too. All right, because they're gonna be angry. Okay, you done kept back by fraud all these people's money and wealth. Right, and they coming for your red ass.
Right.
All right. Yeah, but I claim that. Go ahead, brother.
Yeah, Job 20 verse 23. When he is about to fill his belly, Yahweh shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him, and shall rain it upon him while he is eating.
That's right. While he's eating, that dude better be a man of the Lord.
That's right.
All right, God. He's gonna rain it upon. He's gonna rain it upon them while they're eating, man. As soon as they begin to fill themselves, the Lord gonna get them, man. And that time is near because it's about to happen. All right. Can we all say fed now?
That's right.
For all you guys who are all into that crypto, man, I was getting into heated debates and arguments with these crypto guys. Well, whatever, fuck what you talking about? You see these numbers? You see these numbers?
Right.
Now all of a sudden they watching them.
Right.
You know?
They had a good run.
That's right.
Right. And I'm like, yeah, you see those numbers? You see them? Right.
This is the book of Job 5 and 12. It says he disappointed the devices of the crafty so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise. Which one? That enterprise goes into the New World Order. You know, as the brother Adanya read, before he can fill his belly, your house shall rain it upon him. It's only this devil. It's only so far that this devil can go.
That's right.
This is the book of Malachi, chapter 1, verse 4. It says, whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus saith Yahweh, they shall build, will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness.
Right, so wherever they are, they're wicked, man. And that's how you know that we're the Lord's people, man, because we talk just like them. He said, they shall build, but thou shalt throw down. Right? That's a common term that was used in the hood.
Yep.
Right?
I got,
Exactly.
I got a precept.
Bring it out, brother.
This Psalms 49:11. Their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever, and their dwelling places to all generations. They call their lands after their own names.
Bring it down, brother.
Hey man, hey, they think that their whole kingdom is gonna last forever, man.
They
That's
name
why.
places.
Huh?
No, I said they didn't name places after
Yeah.
themselves.
Africa, Asia,
America.
here, America. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. And they think it's going to continue forever because they'll say, "Oh, this movie's coming out in 2025," or "This video game," and this and
That shit
that.
proud as hell, man.
God knows.
Agenda 2030. You know?
Right.
That shit's crazy, man. By 2030, they want everybody sodomited out,
Yep.
digitally imprinted.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Everything electrical. You know, they want full control. All right. And speaking of,
It's the God complex,
right?
huh?
Can you say Fed now? All right. Because the Fed now, that's just the first step. They're gonna give you the Fed now. They're gonna get you. They're gonna get you. What's the word I'm looking for? Familiar with the Federal Reserve transaction system, right? And it's just so funny, you know, the Cash App nigga just got poked up in San Francisco
Like
right
he was
before.
in San Quentin.
Right.
Like he was in the motherfucker.
Phone check, fool.
Yeah,
Phone
exactly.
Hey, homie, you need some help?
Poked him right up, man.
Damn, like,
And you know, and then not to mention that the one of them cryptocurrencies dudes, he actually sent out a tweet that he believes that the CIA was about to murder him, and then he drowned.
Yeah.
So you
Yeah.
know, I mean, how many movies you got to see where they will show you, but they sent out hitmen that make deaths look like accidents.
Right.
how many
Two
movies?
shots in the back of the
They
head.
show you that all the time,
Hey,
man.
John Wick did that.
Right? No, there was a movie called The Mechanic with Jason Statham.
Oh yeah,
Yep.
yeah,
You
yeah.
know?
Yeah.
That whole pool scene.
Yeah.
He drowned a dude in his own pool. All right? And made it look like he drowned in his own pool, man.
He got up out of there.
You know? Or they'll set up a hit to make it look like it's gang related.
Right.
Yeah.
Right? And so this dude is a multi-billionaire. He actually should have had bodyguards. He was actually being proud.
He was on some Andrew Tate.
But you know, but whatever, he's in San Francisco at 2 something in the morning. You know, but nevertheless, it's easy to write. They could just say it was some crackheads. They got the biggest homeless population.
Yep.
Everybody's strung out on meth and crack out there.
Right.
So they could say, oh, well, somebody was just trying to get him for his rolling,
Right.
for his rolling. You know, and like you said, they caught him on his cell phone.
Yep.
Phone check,
Right.
boo.
Ran off,
you
you know?
Right, they activated that nigga, man.
He cashed out, bro.
You know, and
Damn, you cashed out.
That shit's
so
crazy, man.
but that's just it. It's funny how all these crypto guys and these currency guys are all coming up dead.
Right.
All right,
Right.
their businesses are collapsing. And I kept telling these guys who believe in that, all right, give me that all of them will go down to Egypt. I kept telling them guys who believed in that, if you think that these Edomites are going to allow you to operate with the currency within their borders, within their power, and get around their system,
Right.
you are out of your mind.
Right.
You're out of your mind. And I told them they're gonna kill all those currencies, and they're gonna start their own digital currency.
Right.
And you're gonna have to deal with them.
Right.
And you're not gonna be able to hide your payments and all. You're not gonna do all that. Man.
Right.
And that's exactly what's happening. But the good news is once they do that and go to fill their belly, it's a wrap.
Boy,
All right.
Coming back.
And all that is centered around the MOTB.
that's right.
All right, get that, and then we're gonna bring that out. This is at Revelation 13 and 16.
This is the book of Isaiah 30 and 1. It says, "Woe to the rebellious children, saith the Lord Yahweh, that take counsel, but not of me."
So they're not taking counsel of the men of the Lord, man. Like you said, they come on our video, you know, and they click it off. As soon as they hear somebody say Yahweh Shem Shai, they click it off. Matter of fact, you even had Israelites say that. You know? Yahweh Shem Shai. I know it's a nigga. I heard a man say that. All right? But if I say, you know, something else, I say those Greek terms, then I'm okay.
Right.
All right. But a man professing the name of the Lord said we were going to profess His name among the heathen. Declare my name among the Gentiles and among the heathen. All right. That's in Baruch.
It's another one of the songs I've been looking for. You got Isaiah 30?
Baruch 2 and 30.
It says that cover what they cover, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin. It says that walk to go down into Egypt, have not asked at my mouth.
Right. So why? Well, look. So why would you continue to go to the people that hate you to get help? What makes you think that you're going to have safety within their financial system? That you're going to have safety within their credit ratings? You're going to have safety there's no safety here for you. This is not our rest. And if you can't see that by now, if you can't see that at this point, I don't know what else to tell you, man. Hey, you know what? Go join the white boys.
Right.
Because they always ask me, well, what we're supposed to do. You know what I always tell them? Do what white guys do. go sniff some shit.
Yep.
You know, do some low-key gay shit.
Yep.
Do what the hell you do, man. Go do shit and get away with it. You're not gonna get in trouble.
Do what you're destined to do.
Drink some frat water, pussy. Drink
You know,
some Bud Light.
right?
Oh,
You know, what's the game they play when they all skeet on the cookie? They set a cookie on the bench, and they all skeet on it, and whoever skeet last got to eat.
The ookie cookie.
Whatever that's the shit they, exactly.
Yeah.
That's the response.
What the fuck?
Then you got a question.
And then the dude, as he was talking about it, he was like, you know, that really was kind of gay. I'm like, dude, you think? Yeah, the chick got up and walked out.
Then you got
The white bro was looking at him like she got up and walked away.
It's crazy, bro.
That's what
Damn.
Keisha loves.
And then she's thinking, damn, and you and the rest of them dudes probably father children.
That's why I never went to one of they little you dig.
Fucking creeps, man. This
Wow.
is the devil, man.
Woe to him who ate the cookie.
right. I was gonna say you gotta.
I would die. You would have to kill me right down the spot.
My head would be on the floor.
Yeah, exactly.
That'd be the ultimatum, bro.
You know?
You niggas out your fucking mind.
But go ahead, brother.
It says, and strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh and to trust in the shadow of Egypt. It says, therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame, and the trust in the shadow of Egypt your confusion.
And there you go ahead,
I
brother.
was gonna say that's why these niggas are so confused and confounded now. Hey, when the crypto was busting back in 2020, niggas thought they was really on, man.
Yeah,
now a lot
They
of
talking mad shit.
talking a
That's what I
lot.
was telling you. What you talking about, Rob?
Right.
Look at these numbers, though. What about these
Generational
numbers, though?
wealth,
These
yeah.
niggas start talking like
It's our
they
turn.
start talking like they was from Cali.
What's up with these numbers though, cuz?
You know?
Keep the numbers, cuz.
Our numbers. Our numbers.
Come on, man. Hey, that's why they're so confused now, because everything that they trusted in is going to shit. You know, that's why
And those same guys in a group chat, now you see an early morning mental check. You
right.
You
Mental health
bros
check.
all right? Every
Yeah.
mental check?
Yeah.
It's okay. It's okay to say you're not okay. And I'm like,
Right.
I'm dying.
Right.
I told you, niggas.
Yeah. This motherfucker smiling, man, from ear to ear.
Hey,
man.
it's funny, man. Hey, back in the world, man, them niggas would have followed me into hell, man. But they won't follow me on righteousness.
It's because you got real soldiers with
You
you,
know?
now.
Right.
And I mean, man, if I said, hey, look, this is where we going, this is the bar we hitting this club, them niggas came 100 deep, man.
Immediately. Suited and booted.
You know? With combat boots on.
Ready.
Came stepping up in that motherfucker, loud as hell. They was there, but hey, now, right, now, man, right. They can't, some of them, they can't even look me in the face, man. It is what it is, man.
Yeah.
That's to their shame.
And you know, and I studied, kept trying to reach out, but you know them guys, some of them are Masons.
Oh.
You know, so they straight warlocks.
Yep.
You know, they into all kind of philosophies, Pan-Africanism. Some of them they Moors, they Muslims, they 5%ers.
Oh God.
They just
They terrible.
yeah, and then they all the bruhs. So then you got this Greek thing. It's just a bundle of madness, man. It's all madness. All right, and adulterous as hell.
Yep.
Of course.
You know,
Of course.
You know that was a saying that you heard a lot of Navy and Marines say. You know, you can trust me with your life, not your money or your wife.
Wow.
And Moab can't have that.
Yeah, he definitely threw.
Right? You probably can't reach it. Jake probably got it already. Go ahead, brother.
Oh, this
All I hear is
is
gone.
is you done with that? Isaiah? Okay. This is Revelation chapter 13 and verse 16. And this is what it's coming to. This is the end game. And he causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. You know? So hey man, it was a chi size stigma. All right, 666, man. It's gonna get ready to be a digital imprint.
Yes,
It
sir.
starts off as a digital currency, and then it translates into a digital imprint.
That
And
bad
they
now.
gonna get niggas like that out the way.
Oh, he
Okay.
going to one of them camps.
He's gonna be out the way.
If he don't get ran through with a bayonet.
Yeah.
Because when them stormtroopers hit the ground and he tweaking like that, they might bayonet his ass.
They gonna get him out of
He
there.
gonna
man.
get scooped up by that robot that
Right.
collects up the dead bodies.
Right.
They got
Right.
that
Damn
robot,
street
yeah,
sweeper.
yeah, the street sweeper, yeah.
That's what he gonna get, man.
Oh,
Hey,
yeah,
but you
yeah,
know
he's
what?
already-
And they gonna recycle his ass and feed him to you.
Yeah. It's gonna be a lot of
That's
walking.
that's
You
what we
in the
headed to.
camps.
Stew
hey,
is stew.
Hey, you know what? Because I'm getting ready to watch all the
Stew
movies
in the
again,
stew.
man. You got to go back and watch them Hunger Games.
Oh man.
Right, and when you got to pay attention to the political portions of the movies.
Not just Jennifer Lawrence.
The politics of what's going on and what's being done to the people in the districts. And it's funny that the district where the Jakes was District 12. You can't make that up, man.
That's heavy, yeah.
All right,
I gotta
the
go
district
through
where the
those
Jakes
and that.
was District 12, man. You can't make this shit up, man.
I'm watching anything with that demonic nigga Woody Harrelson. He wicked as hell, man. I'm watching anything with that wicked ass nigga in it. Ain't he in it, right?
Yeah, he in it.
I gotta watch it.
Yeah, we won't act.
But see, like I was saying in the Tuesday class, like this is how you know who the real prophets are, because the scoffers and the wickedness only follow the real prophets, man. Them demons, man.
Yeah, it's funny
demon,
because
man.
I watch a lot of other camps. You know, in the past I've watched camps, and you don't see that sort of thing happening to them.
Never.
You know, it's rare. You know, you don't. That sort of thing don't happen to them. All right.
And that's why a lot of guys don't want to come out and teach.
Right.
You know, they see people they know and they scared. They see demons like this and they like, all right, look, but that's why the Lord says you present your body as a living sacrifice.
Yeah, you got to come to the conclusion, man. The Lord said, if you're ashamed of me, I'm gonna be ashamed of you.
That's what I was thinking when I
All
said
right.
it.
The Lord said, yes, it come down to it, man. I literally lost everything, man. I'm down to a handful of clients, man. When I had more clients than I could even count. All right. I had, you know, I was doing it big when I was doing it, man. All right. And coming into this truth. But you know
Great
what?
divider.
What I want if the world to stay the same so I can have all them clients. Hell to the no. No, man.
I got something. Hey, what you say when we was teaching in front of CBS? You was like, man, I would have rolled past y'all in the Benz with that white woman. Look at those
Yeah.
niggas, honey.
Not only the white
Who are those
woman,
niggas?
it'd have been a big booty Jewish bitch.
I already know.
Right.
All right.
He ain't lying.
Talking about, damn, baby, look at them niggas.
Them niggas crazy.
What time is the bar mitzvah?
Bitch,
What
she
time
got
is
the
the
fucking,
bar
Right.
mitzvah?
she got the 8-candle menorah gold.
Say, I'd have rolled. Only difference between me and him is I probably would have been smoking the blunt like. The niggas do look deep. They probably talk about some shit, but I ain't trying to hear.
Right.
That'd have been over with that bitch, that Malachite.
Yeah,
But
man.
this truth better than everything, man. It ain't
Yes,
I
sir.
never seen nothing like this, man.
I got something for you. This is Philippians 3:8. Yeah, doubtless, and I count all things but loss for the excellency of the knowledge of Yahushua Hamashiach, my Lord, for whom I have suffered the loss of all things, and do count them but dung, that I may win Yahushua.
Because we can't take nothing we have
That's it.
on the chariot. When we get changed, we gonna get changed, man.
Yep.
You know, I like my garment, the water. Beloved brothers gave me this garment. I love this garment, man.
It's fresh.
But you know, if the Lord called me, this garment ain't coming with me, man.
That's right. That's
Right.
We gonna have new garments.
Right.
We gonna have new everything, man.
Exactly.
New bling.
Forever.
We gonna have that gold that comes from Yahushua's vault.
That's right.
We gonna get handed that sword that comes out of the heavenly armor.
That's right.
Yep.
Right? And you
Right.
ain't gonna even need it.
Right.
It's gonna look raw as hell.
Right.
I want to get this emergency one out. Just laying back on what y'all was
Go
talking
ahead,
about.
brother.
This is 1 Corinthians 2:9. But as it is written, I have not seen nor ear heard, neither have entered into the heart of man the things which God had prepared for them that love them. So man, you know what I mean? Doing this work comes with a heavy reward. The Lord got us covered with things we can't even imagine. You know what I'm saying? For those that love Him, you know. So this here is a light affliction. We ain't lost nothing on this side. We don't know all the wonderful stuff the Lord got for us, man.
You know, you done lost a bunch of adulterous ass women.
That would
You
never
know,
yours
lost,
anyway.
she was
God
never yours
knows.
anyway. All right. You know, if she wasn't pure, she ain't really yours. As simple as that, man. All right, and very few men have that luxury, especially
I ain't
nowadays.
one of them. Shit, I ain't one of them.
You know, maybe some older cats. I was actually had the opportunity to have virgins in my lifetime when I was young, man.
I
But
never had one.
most men now, young men, they ain't get no chance to get no
I never
virgin.
had one, ever.
They typically these women have been ran through by the time you even get to them. Y'all both young,
That's right.
you know.
Yeah.
14, she
Yeah.
already had a train ran over her.
Yeah, so hold on, say that again,
Yeah.
brother.
Hey, these folks they be 13, 14, already getting trains ran over.
Yeah.
Man.
Hey, I
Real
was with
talk.
this
Sucking
chick.
a bunch of bras
Well,
in the
these
bathroom.
chicks presiding over these hoes last night.
That shit was crazy.
I'm in the crib with this bitch and her roommate, and they cooking chicken and shit. One with the snow and one with the spice. I was fucking with the spice, but we talking and shit, and she like, man, I used to have, and this bitch like 25 or some shit now, but she like, when I was like 15, it was this girl that went to our school, and she only fucked with black guys. She was from Norway, but she used to try to get other little girls like from the school. He said this little girl will go all the way to the south side by herself and get trains ran on her all night. She said, I just like it. I just can't stop. She said she back in Norway now. One of the rich
No way.
got her thinking this. She said, I never forget this shit. And I'm like, damn, girls really do that shit? And she's like, man, that blew me away.
So she was an episode of Black.com, real
Black.
for real.
Oh, most definitely.
All right.
Oh no, what my man Scorpion saying, Utrecht, you get the what you want, the front or the arse?
He said, you take the tits, I'll take the arse.
She was on that, but like the
He
brother
was
said,
like, ooh, you take the tits, I'll take the arse.
he better.
As soon as they saw him, he was like, man, we gonna get, he was like, man, we about to get paid and the cheats.
Shit, that was the day of his
Wicked
life.
ass.
The battle didn't require much because it was them other niggas was soft. It wasn't many of them. Like, it was just a great day. It was a great
Yeah,
day.
he
for
didn't
him.
have to lose no men, nothing.
That shit was just cool, man. But people do this shit. When I was growing up, a lot of shit like that used to happen, man. But
Well,
like the brother
but
said,
you know what?
The brother said,
At your age group is when that music came out pushing that sort of behavior.
yeah.
They were all, the rap lyrics was all about that.
Like 2010, 2011, I'm like 10, 11 years old. My freshman, 8th grade, my freshman year of high school, all the trains. That was the thing. It was
Damn.
If you want to bring your homie to come smash, then you want no real.
Yep. That's how that shit started.
Shit bugged out.
That's crazy,
It
man.
started with my generation.
And
about
so that means,
2000 to
and so that
2003.
and that means these are some of the same women that's got people caught up on child support.
Oh, yes.
These are the same women that are screaming they want a real man, they want an alpha male. So you want the dude that went first in the train? Is that what you mean by alpha male?
These women get rewarded for bad decisions, man.
Yes.
That's right.
Yes, we live in a society that rewards sinful behavior.
Yep.
And it rewards wicked behavior.
Okay.
All right? And the same thing for men, it rewards wicked behavior.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, if you decide you want to go and challenge the Lord, we just talked about alphabet lifestyle. Every time we say these things, the Lord send an
I
example,
guarantee you they
man.
caked up with
All right,
money.
and then oh yeah,
Cakes with cake.
the truth is that the system is rigged for them. They get hired, they get the good jobs. It's true. It's true. All right? Go ahead, bring it out, brother.
This the book of Psalms, chapter 12 and verse 8. The wicked walk on every side when the vilest men are exalted.
There you go, man. Get that. Give me that Romans 1.
I'm trying to be patient, Elder. I'm really.
That was another one I was thinking. It'll come back. Read the one you just read again, Baba Shah.
God.
Oh, the continents. You know, the one that said that continents telephone.
God. This the book of Psalms.
Because as soon as they hit that corner, that continents told on them.
Oh,
They ain't had to
definitely.
say nothing. It's like their continent said. You know? It's
They
like
all got that look on their face.
they all got the same twisted demon.
Yep.
That twisted look on their face, man.
Yep.
So wicked.
It's like that demon got a look. And one day we're gonna get to see that demon. You go, oh damn, that was you. had the niggas out here tweaking.
Yeah.
No, because they all had that same twisted look on their face. Like they got something sour in their mouth. I'm like, bro, spit that shit out, bro.
What the elder said is spiritual because it's in the scriptures. It says that
It's
we are
like-
Lord over the angels.
Yeah.
And, the demons are angels, man.
Yeah, they
so
Yeah.
we really gonna see this demon.
Yeah, and it's like you know, in my head, how I picture it, like the way they twist their shirt in the front and they show their belly button, their face be
Oh
twisted
my
the same
God,
way.
man.
That's how I was like, damn, your face twisted like your shirt. You know,
They all walk the same, talk the same.
you know,
The moles be like that.
and
Moles
their
and
continents, you know. Go ahead, brother.
It's the book
Kool-Aid
of
on the
Isaiah, chapter 3, verse 9. It says, the show of their countenance doth witness against them.
So we ain't have to call them out, you know, start no grief with them. We just spoke on it. But it's often how when we talk about things, the Lord will send an example. Almost every time, man.
Yeah.
We start talking about a specific subject, and next thing you know, the very thing we'll be talking about how Esau is red and not white, and then a red ass Edomite just
Red as
bam,
Oh, God.
it'll pop. It's like damn, just pop up. All right, so go ahead, brother.
It says, the show of their countenance doth witness against them. And they declare their sin as Sodom. They hide it not.
Hide it not.
Yeah,
Well,
because they
they
proud.
proud.
Because they proud. Because there was a time. Hey, look, man. When I was
money.
coming, like there's who been through the part where they building Obama shit?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Now, if you look to the
Stony
west,
Island.
the east of that toward the lake, in that park area, there's a little island right there. All right. When I was a kid, that island was called Faggot Island,
Get the heck out.
and the people that live around there still call it that.
Wow.
Because with all that heavy wooded area, that's what went down there. All right, we were little kids riding our bikes, and you would ride your bike, ride through the island. You know, we on some adventure shit. We little kids, man. You go to ride on the trails, and you roll up on some shit you wish you had seen.
Oh man.
If motherfuckers come out of that fucked up in the head crying and shit.
Dial of action.
You know?
Right.
Yeah.
It's like, what the fuck? Bro, it wasn't even a girl.
We used to call them
Yeah,
niggas free money.
but that's what, and
Whatever they had
then,
was
right,
free.
and then, you know, that neighborhood was, that was all Stones and Vice Lords over there. They used to go in there on a regular basis and relieve them of their goods and services.
Yeah.
That's what they, matter of fact, they used to call it, what was the word they used to use? No, it's a word that we used back, get disorderly. Then when they said, we about to go get disorderly, I already knew what that meant. That meant they was about to go to Faggot Isle, you know, and rock some of them alphabet lifestyle dudes and relieve, because you know Walkmans and the Sony Walkman was
Yeah.
big back then.
Yeah.
They used to relieve them of their Converse, because you know them dudes always had money.
Yeah. They know, but I told.
So you know,
Yeah.
so you know, Jake wicked ass used to prey on they wicked ass.
That's hey look, that's what I was
know?
telling. I told Batak
Yeah,
the other day. This is free money.
They
when
would
you
go.
deal with these dudes, man.
Matter of fact, I remember we was sitting on the park bench
Take.
and saw one pull up in a Mercedes, and he took his keys out and put it on his wheel. And we all saw him do it. One of the dudes sitting there got up, went over there, took his keys, took his car. We all sitting there watching like, he really gonna do this shit? He drove off the dude's bed, he peeled the corner. He was gone. We sitting on the bench like, God damn, that shit was crazy, man.
Shit is real.
That's
but
how
you
you
know
know
what,
Jake
though?
know that's wicked, man.
But you know what? He was wicked, man.
Jake know that's
And he
wicked,
got,
man.
and he got, and a wicked nigga got him. So while he was in the bush doing some ungodly, unseemly stuff, he came back, his Benz was gone. right?
I really don't want to mess up the song Rock Creek Park, so I'm not.
Right.
Oh,
Go ahead,
Don't.
brother.
shit.
Please.
So that's something I witnessed. That's something I witnessed,
doing,
man.
They was definitely doing it in the park, doing it after dark.
No, at Rock Creek
At
Park.
Rock Creek Park.
And it wasn't no girl
Right.
It wasn't no
crying and shit.
telling the story anyway.
Man, he fucked that song up for
Hey,
me.
they
I ain't
ain't
see
no,
no
they ain't no
girl.
shit for no 10 or 11-year-old kid on the swing.
Look, you
know,
on
you're
the swing trying to ride
Right. See some shit like that, man.
through. It wasn't no girl. Your big brother on the beach
My
cruise.
man was scarred. He was crying. We gotta get out of here. Get out of here. Right.
Fuck, man.
I'm glad he saw it, not me.
Right.
He seen it so you wouldn't
He
have
came
to.
out of there fast as hell.
Right.
That shit crazy.
I'm like, what the fuck happened? We gotta go. We gotta go. So I don't even want to know what he saw, man. It fucked him up that bad. He was literally in tears, man.
Right.
Damn.
He rolled up on some shit. Go ahead.
This is
brother.
Romans chapter 1. I read in the Christian Standard Version. This is Romans 1:22. Claiming to be wise, they became fools and exchanged the glory of the immortal God for images resembling mortal men, birds, four-footed animals, and reptiles. This is going to idolatry. All right, what through idolatry came all the evil into the world. Pursuing back to Wisdom of Solomon, the 13th chapter, 14th chapter. Verse 24. Therefore the Most High delivered them over in the desires of their hearts to sexual impurity, so that their bodies were degraded among themselves. They exchanged the truth of the Most High for a lie and worshiped and served what has been created instead of the Creator, who is praised forever and ever. Amen, man. All right, so what happened? When people became idolatrous, evil corrupted the world on a whole nother level. That's why you have so much sodomy, pedophilia, bestiality, zoophilia, necrophilia, all type of philias is out here, man. You know what I mean?
Fecal feeling.
Right.
Ugh.
Toe, foot
Playing
philia,
with
all
shit.
that goof ass
There's
shit.
all kind of weird.
There's all
with
type
shit.
of weird shit.
And the worst thing is pedophilia, man.
The
Yeah.
worst.
All right, and that's pushed heavily in this country, man.
Yes.
Called maps
He-
now.
Yeah.
Gun.
Minor
Right.
attractive persons, man. That shit is real, man. Hey, they got
I don't find no fucking minors attractive.
exactly. They
What
fucking
the fuck
exactly.
is wrong with you? Hey, look, man. Yahweh Shimmy Howard Shai is gonna tear this motherfucker
And we
All
can't
right.
wait, man.
That's
We
right.
can't
Can't
wait. We
fucking
looking
wait,
forward
man.
to it, man.
apart.
We waiting for this. I look forward to the chaos.
That's right.
It can't happen
It has
fast
to
enough.
come.
Every
It has
day I
to
pray, I hope I wake up that it's just utter chaos, man.
Yes.
And the,
All right,
the
then I
Lord
turn
gonna
on the
this shit
TV
up.
and the news reporter is crying and shit, panicking. They just won't stop.
Right.
You know? I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait.
And just to drop out what you said, I did a lesson on it. You know, in Canada, you know, they had, I think it's like a $50,000 fine if you even speak upon this lifestyle. You know, you can get a $50,000 fine. And you can play something.
Oh, if you speak against it.
Even against it. Wow. You know, they
Wow.
do drag shows. You know, in front of the
children.
kids. And,
Yeah.
in front of children. They got
Yeah.
no safety zones.
Yeah.
Hey, that
Yeah.
one dude got fined $40,000 for saying no homo.
Well, you got
Yeah.
some world
Yeah.
leaders. You got world leaders calling that shit out.
Yeah. Kenya.
Yes,
Right.
they should.
All right, and
Yeah.
especially some of them different African presidents, man.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
They ain't with that shit.
Yeah.
All right, they talking about locking people up and putting them to death, all kind of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Right.
what's happening.
That's just
And I know that they don't play that they don't play that shit down in Brazil, and they don't play that in the islands either, man.
They'll
Yeah,
play
I'm
in
gonna say
Jamaica
Jamaica,
at all.
right?
They don't play that,
I'm gonna
man.
say that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
They'll burn them.
I remember Izzy sent me this image of this dude in Brazil, man. He had about 300 butcher knives stuck in his body. All right, his body was on the ground. It was like everybody put a knife in. They were in his whole body had knives in it. His eye, his mouth, everywhere. And it turns out that this dude had did some shit against some little kids, and that was how them Asherites dealt with it.
That's-
All right, and I've seen them do that shit in Jamaica too. You know them Benjamites love taking the machetes to people.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
All right, and you'll have a gang of people machete your ass to death, man.
Yep. Stone you.
See, and that's
Big
how you
house
know
rock.
America's
Some,
Babylon, man.
some of them Hamites, they'll take the tire, they put that tire over you and put gasoline on that tire and light that tire on fire.
Yep.
All right. So they got as wicked as they are, they got a really rough justice against people to do things to children, man. They don't play that, man.
That's
America
it. That shit is
glorified, man.
they setting all that shit up, right? Because you got something called trans age. You can identify. You could be fucking 57-year-old man. You can identify as a 4-year-old girl.
Yeah.
Just
And they
as
got
crazy.
to honor that
4-year-old
shit,
boy.
right? And then, by law, he can play with your children.
So I can just go to the LA Fitness, get my swole on.
Oh,
and just
yeah.
go ahead and walk into the ladies' shower room.
Yeah.
You know,
I
There's
identify
that
as a
meme.
bitch.
ball swing, with a whole beard.
Right.
Come, hey, chill out. I'm a chick.
What you running for?
Girl, right,
What you
right,
running out for?
Right.
All right.
You already know shit. Hey, if I ever get locked up, I'm pulling that card. Hey, I identify as a Caucasian female, man. All right, send me the population with them hoes, man. Let's go preside, man.
Right.
Be locked up with bitches like her, man.
Oh,
Hey, well, they did do that, and then they did lock one dude up with chicks, and then chicks start coming up
They start
pregnant.
coming up pregnant. Yep.
He saying he gay, or he wanted, he right. But what you expect him? And look, and what you expect the woman to do? She locked up away against. There ain't no penis nowhere but his.
hey, right there.
Right? No, man.
Being like that, man.
This dude was getting inmates pregnant.
I know, no, I seen it.
And then we're complaining about, well, I don't know how we're gonna deal with this. Put his ass back with dudes,
Right,
dummy.
right.
Talking about-
Now they can't.
Because he done said, oh shit, I'm going to jail. Well, fuck it, I'm a woman. You know,
Hey, man, shit, they getting his nails painted and shit.
It's a lot.
I'm out here looking like,
I thought you looking cool.
General Gehenna.
They ain't pitch black. They ain't
Yeah,
super
you know,
like
I
us.
like to put on my clear ones though, man.
Right. It's a lock, yo.
Go ahead, brother.
It's the book of 2 Peter 2:5. It says, "And spare not the old world, but save Noah, the a person, and a pre."
Start up.
They slept on me.
It's the book of 2 Peter 2:4. It says, "For if Yahweh spare not the angels that sinned, but cast them down to hell, and delivered them into chains of darkness to be reserved unto judgment."
That's where we're at right now. All right? The angels of the Lord in their first estate is the elect, man. All right?
That's right.
Went off, okay? Got sent down here in these chains of darkness. What's the chains of darkness? This flesh.
Yep.
You know, you want to do right, but you fuck up. It's the condition of the battle. But what we've been reserved until what? The day of judgment. Go ahead.
It
The
says,
crazy thing is the angels in heaven are jealous.
They looking like they want to do this.
They want the station of the elect. They want to be down here doing this.
That's right.
You know?
That's right.
And we want that sweet chariot to swing down and get us.
God knows.
You know? It ain't no mothership either, it's a fathership.
That's right.
That's right.
That's the one portion Parliament got wrong. I actually listened to that this morning. Because he said, when the song starts off, he said, you better be ready when Gabriel blow that horn. Then they go, it blows, and then the song starts. Right.
Oh, yeah.
All right, but it's the fathership, ain't no mothership. Okay?
verse 5, it says, "And spare not the old world, but save Noah, the a person, a preacher of righteousness, bringing in the flood upon the world of the ungodly." All right, we know about the first death, which is the flood. You know, the world was wicked then. The world is more wicked now.
That's right.
You know,
This is what is Elder Yashawama calls a pre-flood behavior. All right.
Yeah, he uses that term a lot.
Yes.
And this is where we are.
This is where
and
we
this
are.
is pre-flood behavior on steroids.
Yes.
Yes.
It's perfected.
This
on
shit
this
is
side.
right. They're worse than they were back then.
Hey man, they
course
man, look,
they are.
you see a trans gentleman, and you would
Megatron.
not think that was a fucking dude, man.
Decepticon.
Oh, I can show you.
See, at least back in the ancient world, you knew.
For real.
See, now they got the technology and shit. They get his
Lady
motherfucking
boy.
hormones, put
Yeah.
him under the knife.
Yeah, they give
Now
him hips.
you think this a bad bitch?
They give him hips and everything.
You're like, goddamn, this a whole fucking dude, man.
I know a couple of them, man.
I believe in the first Maccabees, it says, even back then, wickedness had more increased. When Alexander's general, became
Yeah, that's
got
right.
to see it again.
First shot.
and it's more wicked now.
Man's better hold on.
Compared to now.
This how you, real quick, because you made a point, Elder Brother Copper made a point. The real quick, to prove that these niggas are worse, before the flood, Noah prophesied about it raining, but this was because it came up, the dew came up, and that's how the world was before it rained.
Yeah, the water
Right.
came out of the ground.
So this was something these
And,
niggas never seen.
and he's saying that water gonna crack the skies. We're telling you the Yahweh shot, the chariots gonna crack the skies.
But see,
Right.
All right, and we've seen chariots.
Right.
and they see
Right.
the missiles. See, these niggas see the missiles, and they really don't believe that that alone proves that these niggas today are worse. Because
And-
we
and
tell
that's
you
that
the
same
missiles gonna wipe
generation.
this place out.
This is that same group of 2/3 ass niggas and heathens, man.
Yeah.
Wild as hell. Hey, the Apostle Elder McCall brought that out the last time I talked to him in person. He said all these niggas are back right now from the flood, man.
That's right.
Doing all type of wicked ass shit. They gotta go, man.
That's
They
right.
gotta go. They gotta go. They have to go.
Weird forms of torture and shit.
Weird as hell, man.
That's all kind of weird shit. I saw this movie where these people came in and slaughtered this village. They called them lowborns. So these highborns were so angry that these lowborn people went into the forest, which wasn't fucking theirs. How dare they come into our forest and take our ginseng, all right?
And mandrakes.
They went and they slaughtered the whole village, man. And they took the chicks, they took the little girl's father, and they killed everybody. He was the only one they kept alive, all right? And they cut off his arms and legs and had a chain around his neck where he couldn't, and they had him for years. And they would feed him slop. You know, he had no arms. He couldn't defend himself. He couldn't do nothing but flop around. People walk by and kick him, spit on him, piss on him, shit on him, all right? And the daughter came and started trying to free him from the chains. You know, she was an adult. This is not, mind you, his daughter was a little girl when this happened. She was the only one survived. All right, when she found her father, she was grown. All right, so and then her father just when he could barely talk, and he just told her, kill me, put me to death. She's like, no, I got it. She's trying to get the chain and grind and shit. They're trying to get him off the chain, and he like, look at me. Right. He's like, no, you love me. You got to put me to death.
Damn.
You know? And I was like, damn, that's when you wish you had you fucked up when you wish you had sons. Because you know it would have been hard, but the son would have, you know.
Yeah.
Right. She did get revenge with the motherfuckers though. But the point is though we live in a world where that sort of thing was done, and that sort of wickedness is still done to this day, man. And this man have wrong now. I understand judgment, so that's some shit that from maybe his last life or whatever. That's a fucked up and cruel judgment to do to anybody. But it gave me some ideas when I'm thinking about Esau Edom.
Straight Esau Edom choice.
Isaiah 33 and 18, because somebody's like, oh, what's wrong with this?
It's almost exactly.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 33 and verse 18. Thine heart shall meditate terror.
Thine heart, your mind, is gonna meditate terror, man.
That's right.
And you know, the scripture says that they have what was done to us has to be done back unto them double. Double. Right? Read somebody get Psalms 137, verse 7 to the end. Bible shop.
Got it.
And anybody got precepts for that? Build up, bring them out. Keep your hands on it.
Psalms 137 and verse 7. Remember, O Lord Yahweh, the children of Edom in the day of Jerusalem, who said, race it,
I mean, burn it down,
even to the foundation thereof. O daughter of Babylon, who art to be destroyed.
So it just connected Edom to Babylon. Hold that, go to Isaiah 6 and 3, read verses 1 through 5.
Perfect.
Because, you know, they're always screaming, the Edomites are done away with. That's been the argument of Dr. Michael Brown, who's like, he's so offended and insulted that he's being called an Edomite. Nigga, that's who you are. Right? You should get mad at your foredaddies for hiding that from you and lying about it. Because what y'all should have did was just ball till the wheels fall off this bitch.
Hello.
Like, yeah, we eat them. It's our time.
Right.
Right. You should have just enjoyed that shit, man.
What they say, own that shit.
Right.
Right.
Own
He,
it.
he ain't gonna do that though.
Nah, yeah. Because he knows what comes with it.
Yep.
He knows he's the only
Right.
nation promised a great future
But
judgment.
you gonna run around the world, change your name, changing all the names of everything and everybody, and then try to hide who you are, man.
Want to claim everything.
All right?
Yup.
Right.
You know, for putting out all this false history. You know, teaching that bullshit in schools, lying to people.
Yep.
All right, got people defending lies. Well, go ahead, brother.
This is Isaiah chapter 63, verse 1. Who is that cometh from Edom with dyed garments from Basra? That is glorious in his apparel.
Basra was like a capital city among Edom. All right, so every place where Edom is today, the Lord is referring to it as Basra. So this would be Basra. You know, Israel would be Basra, Sweden, Germany, wherever they have got a stronghold, all them NATO countries. Those are all Edomite countries. Go ahead.
This that is glorious in his apparel, traveling in the greatness of his strength.
The Lord said he is not going to greet you as a man. He's not coming back as a man this time. The Lord coming back here like Thanos and Apocalypse mixed together.
Yes.
All right?
Yes.
And ain't no squad of bitches gonna come up against him and fight him either. Walking in slow motion.
Pussy pass denied.
You know?
I that speak in righteousness, mighty to save. Wherefore art thou red in thine apparel, and thy garments like him that treadeth in the wine fat.
Shalak, brother, read that part again.
Verse 2. Wherefore art thou red in thine apparel, and thy garments like him that treadeth in the wine fat.
Right, so he's comparing the trotting of grapes in a wine vat. He's red. He's got, so the red is a symbolizing blood, man. He's gonna be covered in blood, man. When I came out, my garment was green. In his case, it was white, all right, or beryl, right? When it says that he was covered in the beryl, that's what this is talking about, all right? All right, but his is covered, it came out white. His garment was a white garment, but by the time it was done, it was all red. It looked like he was wearing a red garment. Go ahead.
Verse 3, I have trodden the winepress alone, and of the people there was none with me. For I will tread them in my anger, and trample them in my fury.
And he's trampling all the people, but specifically Esau Edom.
Yes.
All right, go ahead.
And their blood shall be sprinkled upon my garments, and I will stain all my raiment.
So he just let you know. So anyone that want to say, well, that's not talking about blood, at the end of it, he lets you know. The Lord is coming back to a world ruled by Edom, which means that all these PhD-wielding Edomites and theologians are all liars, and their PhDs are worthless. Because they got all these PhDs in theology, and the scripture clearly tells you that the Lord comes back to a world ruled by Esau Edom. Esau Edom is the ruling class people and rule this current world that we're in right now. Go ahead.
Verse 4, for the day of vengeance is mine, in mine heart, and the year of my redeemed is come. And I looked, and there was none to help, and I wondered that there was none to uphold. Therefore my own arm brought salvation unto me.
So the Lord's gonna bring his own salvation, man. Because the Lord is because Yahweh's gonna set him free, man. Yahweh's gonna give Yahweh shot a green light, man. All right? And he gonna come down here like a damn tornado. All right? A tornado of death. All right? Like a damn samurai caught in a tornado. What do you think that's gonna do to everybody around him?
Therefore my own arm brought salvation unto me, and my fury it upheld me.
And the day gonna come, man, all right, just for smelling like that shit that I smell, is you gonna get a sword put to you. Just for smelling like that. Yep. All right? That's good, brother. Go back to what you got. What you hold?
Isaiah 14:21.
Bring it up.
This is Isaiah chapter 14, verse 21.
Read through 22.
Prepare slaughter for his children, for the iniquity of their fathers, that they do not rise, nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities. Verse 22, for I will rise up against them, saith the Lord of hosts, and cut off from Babylon the name, and remnant, and son, and nephew, saith the Lord.
So the wicked, who is Esau Edom, they're not going to have any male heirs left. Your family goes forth through your men. All right? You know, you got daughters. I mean, those are your daughters and you love them, but your name doesn't continue through your daughters. Right. Your name and your very existence continues through your sons. All right? Because one of your sons, all right, or your sons' is going to bring you back. That's how it works. All right? Why do you think the Italians, the Romans, would always try to exterminate the males, the Egyptians? Yep. When they told the midwives to exterminate the male Israelite, the male Hebrews. It didn't say nothing about the females. Like no, they like keep them little bitches alive. When they grow up, you know, we gonna have fun with them. But them dudes, no, you gotta get rid of them. Because they gonna have fun with our daughters. Get rid of them.
Yep.
It's like, damn, we the ruling class people, and our daughters still want to be with these men.
Yes, sir.
All right? Go ahead, brother.
This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 25.
Hold that. We gonna do that last.
Psalm 137 and verse 8. O daughter of Babylon, who art to be destroyed, happy shall he be that rewarded thee as thou hast served us. Happy shall he be that taketh and dashes thy little ones against the stone.
So, you know, so when you see the little baby going by in the cart, all right, they did that to us.
Yep.
The Lord demands that it be done to them.
That's right.
He said he has a sacrifice in Bosra, right? The Lord, the sacrifice to the Lord is always with blood and fire, man. Point blank, period. With blood and fire. She can't stop looking. She needs to just go ahead and pull over.
I got something.
Go ahead, brother.
This is the book of Jeremiah 49:12. It says, For thus saith the Lord Yahweh, behold, they whose judgment was not to drink of the cup have assuredly drunken, which is talking about our people. It says, And art thou he that shall altogether go unpunished? Thou shalt not go unpunished, but thou shalt surely drink of it. So everything that we have to go to Esau, Edom, and these other nations is have to go through it, but manifold.
Yeah.
You know?
And we gonna do everything they did to us outside of that is which is not unlawful. And we ain't gonna do no gay shit to you. You know, ain't gonna be no buck breaking. All right? Yeah, they always gotta do some gay shit, you know.
Yeah,
I got a book at home. I'm gonna go back into that lesson, man. You know, Alexander Macedon, his men, his soldiers would literally rape men on the battlefield. When you're wounded and dying and laying there dying, these dudes will come over and hump you. All right, you can't let a man die in peace.
Humility death.
All right,
Right, honorable death. Right, he's already fought.
Yeah.
This is your wicked ass.
right. He's a warrior. Let him die a warrior's death.
Right.
You said that was
He's like, what the fuck? This ain't gangster. Fuck y'all doing? Think I'm already dying, goddamn. No.
Oh, they showed you that in Game of Thrones when they chased down that nigga Theon. When they first caught him,
Yeah.
they said, we're gonna fuck you to the dirt. Them wicked ass Edomites, man. They caught him and shit. He think they finna put the sword to him. These niggas get to hold down his pants, hold down his hands, and pull down his pants. And then the other dude who really, he had a bad draw because shit, them dudes was finna rape him. Then they didn't get a chance because dude killed him. Then the dude killed these niggas, captured him just to cut his dick off and make him serve.
Yeah, that was terrible.
That was horrible,
That was
man.
fucked up.
That was a horrible rape, man.
Made him a unit.
Right.
Yeah.
Fucked up. Oh, understand that. Yeah, I got one right quick. Here's Isaiah 33:1. Everybody hit that already? Woe to thee that spoilest, and thou wast not spoiled, and dealtest treacherously, and they dealt not treacherously with thee.
I can't wait to this part.
When thou shalt cease to spoil, thou shalt be spoiled, and when thou shalt make an end to deal treacherously, they shall deal treacherously with thee.
Right. The 80s rap group Houdini had a song, when we gonna get to the good part?
That's right.
All right, look it up. I'm looking forward to that. When we gonna get to the good part?
Exactly.
All
Right.
right.
Because remember, all the shit that they've done to us, the treacherous dealings, the rape, rob, murder that the elders is talking about, the Lord has not forgotten. There's so many atrocities they've done to the house of Israel. You know what I mean? That all the lands they've been, you know, even when we got the Jim Crow law, so I go ahead.
And I was gonna say, if you don't have that mindset, man, you ain't a man.
That's right.
You don't have that ruling
Definitely
class
not.
warrior spirit. You need to go home. All right, when you leave here, put on your headphones, and you're gonna go on to YouTube, and you're gonna click on Immortal Technique and put in Black Vikings and listen to that shit 7 times.
That's right.
All right, 7. Number completion.
Right.
If you ain't ready to go out and fight and destroy and kill and blow up some shit, now I ain't saying do that, but you got to be in that mindset though. All right, because if you don't have that mindset, you ain't right, man. All right, the Lord want warriors, man. When he told Moses, he told him, Moses, go bring forth my armies. Right? Who do you think the 144,000 is? A bunch of diplomats?
Right.
You know, they coming to bring you democracy.
That wickedness.
No, man.
That's wickedness.
It
He
says,
said he the Lord of, oh, Salaki, he said he the Lord
Lord of
Sabaoth.
hosts, man.
Sabaoth, Lord of armies, the host. Hey, what that
Like
nigga
my
say?
man said in
The
the song,
Spartans?
let the siege begin.
Yeah, that nigga saying Spartans he introduced Xerxes, he said the Lord of hosts. This nigga had a host of who? This nigga had the biggest army behind him. That's who the Lord coming with, man.
even Esau knows that. That's why they don't make our men docile.
Well,
man.
that's also
Weak.
why they try to say that Yahushua is God. They teach that lie, that Trinity. They teach that Trinity lie, which is not scriptural, and then try to downplay the power of Yahweh. All right, like he ain't the mightiest sitting on his throne that he commands them. All these mighty entities that he created.
The day of vengeance in his heart.
including Yahushua. Hell, Yahushua is the Grim Reaper, man.
Exactly.
He's salvation unto the Israel, but he's the Grim Reaper to everyone else, man. Who do you think that death was that was going across Egypt the first time? Right? Who you think that's exactly who's going to come across Egypt again this second time, man? All right.
I got you right here. I got you right here. In Yahweh, from Yahushua. I write straight from the Lord's mouth. It says, listen, Luke 19 and verse 27. It said, but those my enemies, which would not that I should reign over them, bring them hither and slay them before me. So the Lord telling you, when I come, we gonna take these people and kill them, man.
Yeah, he said bring them
what the
hither.
fuck we gonna
And
do.
you know what? And often I'll put that in my prayer. I pray that I have that honor, that I be one of these people that bring people before the Lord. And the Lord wants to see them slaved before him.
That's right.
But they don't teach you about that. Read it again, man. He said, bring them hither before me. Right?
This is Luke.
Yeah, your judgment is here. You're going to have these mighty ass men that the Lord done imbued with this power. They didn't have that change. All right?
That's right.
And they going to drag your bitch ass before the Lord and wait for the Lord to get a command. All right? And when the Lord give you that nod, all right, we going to hew their ass in pieces like Samuel, man.
That's right.
All right? They ain't going to get no quick, clean death.
That's right.
That's right. This is Luke
All right?
9.
And they better hope it ain't me, because I'm going to start from the feet up.
That's right.
You're going to feel every goddamn thing. Read, brother.
This is Luke 19 and 27. It says, but those my enemies, which that I should not reign over them, which is the whole world, because we teaching you how it's supposed to be. Like the elder always quote the Lord's Prayer, as it is in heaven, as it is in earth. So all y'all the enemies of the Lord outside the brethren. It said, but those my enemies, which would not that I should reign over them, bring hither and slay them before me. I got another one from the Lord, you know. This is Revelations 1 and verse 7. It said, behold, he cometh with the clouds. Every eye shall see him, and they also which pierced him, and all the kindreds of the earth shall wail because of him, even so, amen.
Right. Yeah,
All
they gonna wail, they gonna cry, man. Woo,
I got one
They're
more.
not gonna be excited. They're gonna be very afraid. All right? Go ahead, bring it out. We're gonna wrap it up with that Ezekiel 25.
God, this is Revelations, and this from the Lord again, because our Lord is not a cream puff. His reputation, his image was crucified over here by the biggest fucking cream puff on the earth, the self-proclaimed
That
white
was
man.
some heavy demonic magic right there.
Yeah.
And it worked for a very long time, man. And it still got a lot of Jake messed up.
In
man.
derision.
You still got Northern Kingdom want to knuckle up with you over this.
Overseas of Bozier.
They ready to catch a beating over Cesare.
That's all that's gonna fucking
And
happen.
we done seen it happen.
We done made it happen.
Unfortunately, yeah.
Unfortunately, we ain't want to. GMS greatest hits.
I get down from mine.
Literally.
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, shit.
The Lord, he ain't come down and get your soft ass off the ground neither. This is Revelations 2 and 26. And I'm gonna start at
He didn't
25.
come down, pick you up, and heal your wounds.
And that white,
When you woke up, you limped your ass off.
that long blonde hair. Then you let the Lord tell you if a man has long, that's a shame. He should do it. Then he said if it's blonde, it's leprosy. You think this nigga
he
with
said
some long blonde hair?
It literally points out a thin yellow hair. Tells you that that's an abomination, basically.
Niggas are crazy, man. Revelations 2 and 25, it said, but that which ye already have, hold fast till I come. And he that overcometh and keepeth my works unto the end, to him I will give power over the nation.
One of my favorite scriptures, brother.
And he shall rule them Hey, I learned it from him because he brought it out in the Psalm 2 and 8.
Yeah.
He shall rule them. So here it is, the Lord himself and King David, a man's after the Lord's own heart, both said this. And he shall rule them with a rod of iron, as the vessel of potter shall they be broken.
And that's talking about a mace.
That's right.
All right. If you've never seen a mace, it's a very vicious killing instrument. All right. Matter of fact, sometimes I think a mace is worse than a sword.
Yes.
It
Right.
is, because, well, I mean, to me it
Because
is.
some of them got a point on it where you can actually stab with it, but then it's got this blunt force trauma, and some of the maces have blades on it. It's like a crown. It looks like a crown on a stick.
Then
right?
You got the heavy ones
And
with
so,
the metal ball and the
well, that's a chain in a mace.
Fuck, that's the worst one.
That's a mace and chain.
That's the worst
Right?
one.
No, I think the one that's in a stick.
Yeah.
Because it handles like a sword.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can
Right? And
impale
you got
with
a
it.
shield, exactly.
Yeah.
Right?
But it ain't no joke. It said, and he shall rule them with the rod of iron, as the vessels of a potter shall they be broken to shivers, even as I have received of my Father. So this is from Yahweh. He told Yahweh Shai, and Yahweh Shai gave it to us. This is from the Father. This ain't no shit Murph just cooked up because he mad. I'm mad. Yeah, I'm mad. No, this is from the Father. He said, even if I received of my Father, of course I would like to do this and pray and fight every day and night to partake in this, but it ain't no shit I made up.
This is Deuteronomy 32 and 41. If I wet my glittering sword and my hand take hold on judgment, I will render vengeance to my enemies and reward them that hate me. The Lord gonna hate. The majority of the people that's walking around hate the Lord, so it's gonna be a lot of death and killing. Only a remnant that's gonna get delivered from the judgment. The rest is they're gonna see that blade from the Lord, man. So it's not gonna be fucking pretty, man.
And the Lord don't pull out no blade to show. He pulling out to use it.
Yeah, even Esau teach you. You know, when you learn, you know, when you're in the military, when you're a cop, you know, if you go and do a firearms class, they tell you never point your weapon at anything you don't intend to destroy. So you don't play. Your weapon stays at the rest.
Yes.
You know, you don't just be pulling it out, pointing and playing and shit.
That's the first one.
Right? You don't do that. You only point your weapon at something that you intend to destroy, man. Right? So when you unsheath your sword, there's a purpose for it. All right? When your sword is sheathed, it's sheathed. When you unsheath your sword, that's telling everybody around you that war has begun.
Right.
So you unsheath your sword, they unsheathing their swords.
Unsheath is at the ready.
You know?
Ready to
But we're going to wrap it up to get that Ezekiel 25. Start at 12.
This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 25 and verse 12. Thus saith Yahweh power, because that Edom have dealt against the house of Judah by taking vengeance, and have greatly offended and revenged himself upon them.
Right, and all we're going through now is revenge for when Rome fell. All right, you got to remember the whole Dark Ages, we were ruling over the Edomites, man. All right, we were ruling over them. Their women was bed wenches. They was and a few of them that were around us were servants, but the majority of them were living in caves and in the woods and shit like that. They were the wild men. All right, they were the wild men. We were the ones living in the castles and all that sort of thing. All right, and evidence of that is the fact that they don't build. Like when you look at the marvels that were created in Portugal and Spain, that was all built up by Judah, man. All right, the kingdom of Judah built up all those structures and all those castles all throughout Ireland, Scotland, and Britain. And so as soon as the so-called white man took over, why they don't build like that anymore? Right. Because they built the way they built. Right. With them columns and shit. Right. Like that building over there. Yeah. Right? That building right there could have fit right in Rome. It will fit right the way that they build. That's the way they build. All right? Go ahead.
Ezekiel chapter 25 verse 13. Therefore, thus saith Yahweh power, I will also stretch out my hand upon Edom, and will cut off man and beast from it.
Right, because they took revenge because we brought down Rome, all right, and we took over. So the whole slave trade, which began with the Northern Kingdom, all right, until they went to the west coast of Africa and got, the Judites that were there, all right, was revenge. And then when they got us over here, You know, when they came over here, what they do, they attack Gad. Those are ancient hatreds. All right, when the kingdom was together, they attacked the northern kingdom here, stole the land, and they did all manner of atrocities to us. It was all revenge for what happened in the ancient world. All right, they were caught. It was like payback to them. All right, and they were very angry about their pagan Rome. All right, when we took over what is known today as Europe and ruled it for that 1,000-year period, and they trying to cover up that history. We can't cover it up anymore, man. It's the information age.
That's right.
It says, and I will make it desolate from Teman, and they of Dedan shall fall by the sword. And I will lay my vengeance upon Edom by the hand of my people Israel, and they shall do in Edom according to my anger and according to my fury.
That's right.
And they shall know my vengeance, saith Yahweh power.
There it is, man. So the Lord, not only is he going to do it, he's going to allow us to do it. He's going to allow us to do it, man. Hey, so with that, we're going to give all praises, all honor and glory unto
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Ba'akakodash.
What above the ball?
Above the ball!